All right, what's up, hackers? It's Sentry here. So we're gonna do a little bit of Excel work, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do a live example. We're gonna combine search, the function, sum product, and COUNTIF. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of explaining before I get into specifics. All right, so right here we have. I'll cover that up. All right, right now we have. This is the sum product, okay? So basically what's happening here is before you take the sum product, it's kind of like the name kind of tells you, but you take the sum and then you take the product and then you multiply each term. So right here you have, I guess this would be column A, and you have column B, and that would be 1 times 5, 1 times 5, 2 times 6, 3 times 7, 4 times 8, okay? And each time you multiply, so 1 times 5, you put that here, and then you collect terms. Once you collect terms, you add them all up. So 1 times 5, add that to 2 times 6, add that to 3 times 7, add that to 4 times 8. And if I did the math correctly on that, that should be 70, okay? So the general idea is you multiply each term one row at a time, and then you add them together at the end, and then that becomes your sum, okay? Let me a little bit of light here. Cool. All right, and then the second idea we'd like to get into is the idea of COUNTIF. Now, COUNTIF, this is kind of like the back end. So if you know anything about Excel, it's kind of like it's like a full stack platform. There is a little bit of coding that you can use the Excel language for. There's also the back end. So you mainly deal with the front end as a user. So if you're like a business analyst or whatever, you're mainly dealing with the front end. And on the back end, this is the zeros and ones. So like, let's say this is blue and this is red, and these are all different colors or whatever. Things that line up is 1. So if you know anything about, coding or anything like that, computers run on binary, zeros and ones. So anytime something matches up, it becomes a 1. So you got 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and then 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And collectively, these are 3 ones. 1, 2, 3, 3 ones. And then if you use the COUNTIF function, it takes what the ones are and it puts it off to one side, and then you have 3. Third idea we'll go into, I actually didn't make a slide for this one, is basically the search function. And the search function allows you to search for a particular element and adjust your formulas accordingly, okay? All right, so let's try that real quick. All right, so you guys have the general idea here. So, most people learn by doing, so we're gonna try a quick little example here. So I actually imported a bunch of different files that I needed. These are all different web links. Now, and I actually color coded them just to make your life a little easier. So let's like move this down a little bit. Let's try, so Control X and paste. Nope. I'm gonna do this live. I'm not gonna edit it, just so you guys can kind of see what this looks live, live time. So I'm not gonna edit this video unless I do something horribly wrong. Okay. How do I? Nope. I don't know why it's not letting me copy and paste. Oh. All right, so what we'll do first here is we'll just get rid of the hyperlinks, just so it's a little less annoying. Awesome. And I guess what we could do here is insert a column. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that way. All right, well, insert, okay, there you go. So you guys can kind of see things apart here. I guess I can make this, I can keep this blue, that's fine. And I can keep this red. I'm trying to keep the colors so things don't look weird. Okay, so let's say I wanted to do equals, and I'm trying to get rid of the SRC, all right? Or this little line thing here, and I just want the names. So I actually separated the lines just to make the formula a little bit easier. So every time you see the SRC, I actually don't want that. And for me to like manually go here, right? And type in, let's say I copy this paste and paste it over and get rid of that and go to the next one and paste it over and get rid of that. That's really annoying, okay? And you got to do that for like, I don't know, 76 lines. That's crazy, right? So this is where the function, the search function comes in handy. All right, so what you want to do is equals, and then we're going to go on the left side. So this is the left function, and we're going to click on the tab here. That would be what? B2, and we use the search function. And so what are we searching for? We're going to search for a particular, character. Luckily for us, this is just /, right? And then we have comma, same thing again. And right now, if we do this, it'll leave the little backslash thing forward. So in order for us to get rid of that, we need to add one more thing. That will be a -1. And a -1 is, it basically subtracts the element over. Okay. Let's try -2. Let's see what that does. Yeah, -2 would go even back further, right? So obviously we only need to subtract off the little / thing. So we're just going to get rid of that. And then we're going to do a little quick magic trick. So if you want to paste the elements down, all you got to do is double click it and it goes all the way down. Now, obviously some of these didn't actually have the src with the / For that, we could just like pretty much copy it over. Let's see, that goes here. But it does kind of save us a little bit of time, right? So we did cover search function. I didn't have a good definition for it. I just know how to use it. So that's why I didn't bother to do that. Now, if I actually go here and actually delete this, it will go to value 0, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use Notepad. I'm sure there's probably a better way to do it, but I only know how to use it through Notepad. So you open up your little Notepad tab here, and I'm going to show you guys a quick little trick. It's you hit the Windows Shift key and you hit left, and it allows it to pop up, and you can kind of adjust your size accordingly. There you go. Okay. Anyway, so I'm just going to copy this whole thing over, paste it here. Okay. And we're going to delete, Control A, so we can copy the whole thing, copy, and there you go. And so nothing weird happens, right? And for this one looks pretty good. There's nothing weird here, except we just have to change up the format a little bit. So for that, we could do format cells. No, we're not doing all that. Too much confusion. Okay, so what we'll do is we will, I guess we can make it black. Okay. And control, please work. There we go. So before, I think with the links and stuff, it was confusing the back end of the Excel, but it seems to work right now. So, oh God, what did I do? Uh-oh. Let's backtrack a bit. I know I messed something up, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I'm just gonna let me skim through this part real quick. I don't want any loose ends here. Confuse you guys. Okay, that should be good. Let's hopefully resize this position up to here. This is annoying. All right, there we go. So no equal value, none of that stuff. Okay, so let's just bring this over. Jeez. This part's a little annoying, but we'll just keep it like that for now. It's not, we don't actually need these little stuff here, so we'll just delete that over, and yeah, that should be good. All right, so I'm keeping the colors the way they are, just so I don't confuse you guys. So we already did the search function. Now let's get a bit more creative, and we're going to apply the, what did I have? Okay, yeah, sum product. Okay, so for that, what we'll do is we'll go here, equals, let me just make sure I'm looking at my notes. Okay, equals and count if, and we want to go with this. And the shortcut for this one is you want to click on it, shift, and then down. Oh, no, yeah, down. And that highlights everything in that column there. And comma, we want to do that, down. All right, so remember the binary code that I was showing you guys? This is how Excel is seeing it, okay? So let's just call this, well, you guys know what it is, so I'm not gonna label it. I don't want to confuse you. All right, so that would be the blue side, and then we're gonna do the same thing, business as usual, copy the same thing over. I have this pasted over here just to make your life a little easier. Basically, I did the same thing in reverse. All right, so first one was A2 76, comma B2 76, B2 76, A2 76. All right, so let's just call this count if A. You don't actually need it. I'm just kind of labeling it so you guys don't get confused. Count if B. Okay, and then now we're going to do the sum product. Let's just spread it out a little bit. Sum product. And for that, what you need to do is you basically take equals and you want to kind of sum them up together. All right. So sum product, let's just look quick recap, is basically multiplying it and add them up, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to combine the COUNTIF and we're going to combine it to the sum product and COUNTIF to see if there's any duplicates. And hopefully there are no duplicates, because I don't feel like counting them all up and try to see what matches with what. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to see if these files have any duplicates, because if they don't, then we can, later on go and make one file for each thing and we can save it as is. If not, we're going to have to delete some files because we're trying to make them all separate files. Okay. So we're going to go here and what was the function for the sum product? And you can actually hit the tab button and it lets you do that little trick there. And then count if, tab again, and business as usual. We're going to do B2 76 minus or comma A2 76 and a little typo there. Should be good, right? Now, if you guys wanted to switch it up, it would be the exact same thing. So let's say you didn't want to do it the way I wanted to do it. I'm just going to copy and paste this over just to make life a little easier. Actually, no, I'm going to do it by hand. It's okay. All right, so let's try it the other way around. Count if, how do we do it? One second. I want to see how we did it here. Oh. I just want to see what I did. Okay. So we did, for this one, we did B2 first. Okay, now we're gonna do A2 first. Okay, just wanted to remember myself. Okay, A2, 76. Now, if you guys didn't want to, if you didn't feel like typing it up, what you can do is you can click on what you want, Control Shift, and then if it's down, you can hit the down button, and then it highlights all the way to whatever that little thing is, right? And then hit Enter, and it should be also 0. So basically with this one, what we did is we used the sum product, and then we combined that with the count function to see if there's any duplicates. And because there are no duplicates, it seems to work, right? So, or you guys can count them up one by one, and then try to actually match it up. Or you can just let Excel do the binary code. Notice how there's no ones here. It's all zeros. That means there are no matches. And if you want, I guess you can make things a little prettier. Black is beautiful. So I'm just gonna go with that. All right, hope that was useful. All right, just if you guys learned something, like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. Follow for more. And in the comments section, just tell me what you guys want me to cover next. All right, so here we talk about different things with data, right? Whether it comes to Excel or any sort of coding problems. If you guys want me to do any kind of technical problems, let me know. I know we usually talk about computers, but I mean, we're doing anything in the data space, right? If you guys want me to do some Power queries or any sort of, technical problems with coding, it's all interrelated. And yeah.